Hey, I'm back, and I thought I would do a video today, kind of a video response, although I guess it's not really a response because I'm not disputing what he says. But anyways, I was watching this the other day, and I saw this as like black can't date in Japan. And I was like, what is this? But this is from a guy called Nobita. He has a channel called Find Your Love in Japan. And what he does is he just kind of interviews Japanese people and talks about love and dating in Japan. So it's kind of interesting. If you don't know about it, definitely check this out. It's an interesting channel. But anyways, he's talking about like black people and dating in Japan. Let me just play like the first bit of it for you. I'm not going to play the whole thing though. Here you go.
For those who don't know yet, I'm organizing a matchmaking event in Tokyo between Japanese women and foreign men next month.
Okay, so it's this month, so you missed it. Like, I'm recording this in, what is it, the 6th of November, and I, like, checked down here, so you missed it. Sorry. But anyways, let's keep going.
Did a video about that event a few days ago. Here is the message I got from my black American friend. I can't go there because I'm black. The Japanese women definitely expect only white guys coming. I'm sure nobody expects black. Come on, dude. That's bullshit. He's completely toxic.
Okay, so this is something, and like, I don't know, I've seen this like on this video and like something else too, where like people are saying this, but it's like, I don't know where this comes from. So I agree with Nobita here. This seems to be like, I see in comment sections or something like, if you go to Japan and you're black, no women will date you, or you're gonna have like a rough time. And in my experience and what I've seen, that's probably almost counterfactual. So I should say, in my experience, I'm married, so obviously you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I know people say like, oh, Chandler, but you're the handsomest man in Japan. Of course you can do it. That may be true, but I know like tons of other men also. In fact, I don't think I've met someone who's black who's lived in Japan who is not married or who hasn't been able to get a girlfriend. I've never met that. I haven't even met people who are, like having a really... Actually, I've met one person, one guy who was black. He said, like, I'm having a hard time, like getting girls. But that's like one out of, I don't know, I guess 10 or 12 or so. So that's another thing. So there's not so many black people in Japan in the first place. So even if you said like, there's not that many Japanese people that really like black people and want to date them. Like, let's say it was only 1%. The number of foreigners in Japan is 1%. Out of those foreigners, half of them are other, Asians. So they're Chinese, Korean, etc. And then out of the 50% left that aren't Asian, most of them are like white or Latino. So there's very, very few black people. So even if it's like, only 1% of Japanese people want to date black people, that's still a lot of people. It's more than enough for every black person. So get that out of your head in the first place. The second thing I want to say is most of the time, if you're having a problem in Japan, it's probably you and your negative attitude. I've known not just black people, but like any type of thing where it's like, I'm too short, the girls won't like me. There's plenty of short guys that, can get women. There's plenty of guys who are bald or fat or, have dark eyes or dark hair or dark skin or whatever you're worried about. I don't know if it's as big of a problem as you just being shy. In fact, I've had more girls ask me if I know like foreigners or like other black guys for them to date. Then I've had the opposite, like black guys asking me like, hey, do you know any single Japanese girls? They never ask me that, but I do get the opposite from Japanese women occasionally. I know I'm talking here a lot about men, but that's because I'm a man, so I can't say for women. But the same thing I think is probably also true. Like in Japan, there's not so many black women, to be honest, but I've met, like off the top of my head, like I can think of about 3. One, I don't know if she had a boyfriend or not, so I can't say. The other 2 were both married to Japanese men, so if it was that hard, I don't think it'd be like 2 out of 3 are married to Japanese men. Also, like here, he has like a bunch of links to people, so I don't know. Maybe some people are finding it hard, and I don't want to say like, oh, you're wrong if it's hard or something, but like I said, in my experience, it's not that hard. From what I've seen, it's not that hard. I know more single Japanese people than I do foreign Japanese people. That didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I know more single Japanese people than I do single foreigners. So if you're having problems, it's probably your attitude. If you're outgoing and you make an effort, you can find a boyfriend or a girlfriend, in my opinion. So I think you shouldn't let your insecurities get you down. I think you'll be okay. I've had 2 women ask if I've had a girlfriend, and it's not because, oh, they want to date me. It's because they're asking for their daughter. Think about that for a second. So if it's that bad, I don't think women would be asking me to date their daughters. And it certainly wouldn't happen twice. Twice that I can think off the top of my head. So all I'm saying is not just for men or black people, but for everybody in general. I think Japan in general is a good place for dating. If you got anything from this, remember that I'm the handsomest man in Japan. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, etc., leave them below. I really wasn't planning on doing a video about this, but I thought maybe since other people seem to be interested and they want to know, and I guess it's probably better coming from my mouth than somebody else, so you can hear it directly from the source. And if you haven't checked out his channel, definitely do that. But until next time, see you.